Ever spent more time untangling fishing line than actually fishing? Or maybe you're just tired of reels that squeak louder than your chair during a Zoom call. This video is all about the best spinning reels out there right now. I've pulled together a bunch of great picks and matched them up across a few different categories. So, whatever kind of fishing you're into, there's probably something in here that'll make sense for you. All the links to the reels are down in the description if you want to check prices or see what other people are saying. And if you're into gear videos like this, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps. Got questions or want to share a favorite reel of your own? The comment section is wide open. All right, let's get into it. Here's what made the list. Shimano Vanford F, Best Overall. First up on the list is a reel that earns the title of Best Overall, and it's easy to see why. It offers a solid blend of performance and features, all while keeping the weight down and the design streamlined. The first thing that stands out is how smooth it feels. The Vanford has this combo of micro-module gear 2 and something called silent drive. Sounds fancy, but what it really means is less noise, less vibration, and a smoother spin. It kind of feels like the reel's floating instead of grinding. Now, casting with this thing? It's solid. It's got this long stroke spool setup that's supposed to help with longer casts, and based on what folks are saying, it actually works. The line lays down in this neat crisscross pattern, and that helps cut down on tangles and those annoying knots that always show up at the worst time. The drag system's pretty sweet too. Shimano calls it Duracross. What I like about it is that it holds up and stays smooth without feeling sticky or jumpy. And even though it feels premium, it doesn't hit that super high-end price range. One heads up though, there were a few people who noticed some slack or wobble with certain sizes, so just something to be aware of. Still, a strong pick all around. Cast King Centron, Best Budget Option. If you're trying to keep things simple and save some money, the Cast King Centron is probably the best budget pick out there. It's one of those reels that people keep talking about, not just because it's affordable, but because it actually holds up. The retrieve is smooth, way smoother than I expected for something in this range. It's got a 9+1 bearing setup, and yeah, those numbers sound cool, but what matters is how it feels, and from what folks are saying, it's solid. The reeling action isn't all shaky or loose, which is great when you're trying to stay focused on your cast. The spool's made from CNC machined aluminum, which sounds like something from a robot factory, but in real life, it just means it's light and strong. The line lays on evenly too, which really helps with casting and keeping things tangle-free. Drag system? Pretty decent. It's got some real stopping strength without feeling sticky or rough. If I had to point out one thing, it's not going to feel as light or as refined as some pricier reels. But for the price, hard to beat. It's kind of like finding a $10 bill in your old jacket. Just works out better than expected. Daiwa BG2500, Best for Saltwater. This one is a great pick if you're aiming to tackle saltwater fishing without worrying about your reel giving up halfway. It's built tough with a full aluminum frame and housing, so it can handle the rough and salty stuff without complaining. One of the standout features is the spool. It's got this big, lightweight aluminum design with a reverse taper that's great for braided lines. It helps you get every bit of line off without that annoying dead line stuff hiding in the spool. Just a heads up, some folks notice the braid might spool a little thicker in some spots, so it might take a bit of tweaking. When it comes to smoothness, the BG2500 shines thanks to the DigiGear system and the air rotor that keeps things running silky. The drag system uses carbon fiber washers, so it's super smooth and consistent, perfect for those moments when a big fish decides to make a run. One thing to keep in mind is the line management can sometimes be a little tricky with braid, causing some twists or wind knots, so a little patience helps. But if you're after a reel that feels solid, reels smooth, and can take on salty challenges without breaking a sweat, this one deserves a close look. Shimano Stella FK, Best High Performance Spinning Reel. This one is the high performance reel that a lot of anglers dream about. It's built to be smooth, light, and super reliable, perfect for anyone wanting serious quality without cutting corners. One cool thing is the long stroke spool. It lets the line lay super evenly and helps you cast farther without those annoying backlashes or knots messing up your day. That slow, steady spool movement, thanks to infinity loop tech, makes winding the line look almost like an art form. This reel's got a tough yet lightweight frame made with Shimano's special Hagane body, so it doesn't flex or wobble even when you're fighting a big fish. The drag system is where it really shines. The Duracross drag blends smoothness with serious stopping power, so you can handle runs without that jerky feeling. The anti-twist fin on the spool is a nice touch too, holding braid tight so the line doesn't slip or tangle easily. One thing to think about, this is definitely a premium reel, so it's not for someone just getting started or looking for a budget pick. But if smoothness, strength, and control are what you want, this reel is basically the top of the line. It's the kind of reel that makes you wonder how you ever fished without it. Pflueger President, best ultralight spinning reel. If you're after an ultralight spinning reel that won't weigh you down but still gets the job done, the Pflueger President is definitely worth checking out. This reel is kind of like that reliable buddy who's always ready to go but doesn't make a fuss. The spool is aluminum and braid ready, with a clever rubber ring right in the middle to keep your braid from slipping. No backing needed. That's a nice touch for anyone who's had to wrestle with line slippage before. Casting feels smooth thanks to the special spool lip design that cuts down friction so your line flies out easier and farther. Plus, the total line control system and slow oscillation help lay the line evenly on the spool, which means fewer tangles and knots. And the retrieve? It's buttery smooth thanks to the solid bearing setup and machined gears. You won't find much wobble here. The drag system runs consistently, letting you hold pressure on a fish without those annoying sticky spots. One thing to keep in mind is that it's a lighter reel, so it's better suited for finesse fishing rather than hauling in monsters. But if you want solid performance without breaking the bank, this reel strikes a great balance. So, that wraps up our look at some of the best spinning reels out there. If any of these reels caught your eye, you'll find the links in the description below to check them out more. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Drop a comment with your favorite reel or fishing story. And don't forget to subscribe for more gear reviews. If you want to keep the good vibes going, be sure to peek at our other videos too. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you next time with more tips and reviews.